My name is Hamilton Simons Jones. I'm a consultant. My consulting company is called Resourceful Consulting, and I've been working with the Louisiana Policy Institute for Children for, I think, about 8 years now, and have been supporting the creation of Geaux, Louisiana, and support and work with many of the partners as well. Yeah, Geaux, Louisiana started with a commitment to really having the voices of those who are most impacted by our early childhood systems really help lead and dream and guide the design of what our system could be. So it started with that commitment, and it started with the dream of, we believe we can create a really unified, equitable system where families don't have to fall through these different cracks and go to all these different places from, pregnancy to birth to, early care and education as they need different services, supports, and resources. And so it started with that vision and that commitment. And the first year we really spent engaging families and engaging providers in saying, what do we need? What should this look like? Helping build the vision and then really build out the strategies. And so the first year was about creating the plan. This past year has really been about moving from the creation of the plan and the articulation of the vision to beginning to actually make that happen in the world and bringing on additional partners. And we've had some huge victories, right? I mean, the fact that there's more than 70,000 families who are employees of the state or the city, in the instance of New Orleans, who now have access to paid family medical leave at the point of the birth of their child for 3 months. That's huge. We have home visiting programs that were not in existence that are now there. We have thousands and thousands of more publicly funded early childhood seats across the state as a result of this effort. So we've had some huge wins. And this is a hugely ambitious plan. So this retreat is in part about going from, let's look at what we've accomplished in this first year of implementation, and now let's start talking about, well, what do we need to do next? The political climate is changing. We have a new governor. We have, several new legislators. We have a new state school board. We have lots of things that are changing. And we have those things in the plan that we know we want, that we haven't yet figured out how to go make happen. So this is really about starting to dig into like level 2, right? In terms of implementation. Okay, we've had some real victories. We've had some challenges. We've learned a lot in this first year. What does it look like next? And really roll up our sleeves and keep doing this work and go deeper with the work and take on some of the stuff that's a little harder that we haven't quite figured out yet. So I think the next frontier is a couple of things. One is, we always envision this as really being comprehensive and holistic and working across different silos and sectors and issues. And so the next tier is really about making sure we have a group of partners that are doing various work, whether it's work with doulas or work with early childhood education or healthcare systems and Medicaid, that we're all really working together and talking as we're trying to figure out policies, programs, structural changes in the system, that is really working in a connected way that really doesn't happen often. So I think that is part of it. And then I think this year, there's some real transition to do and make sure that we are educating people about what Geaux is, growing the movement and mobilizing more people. I mean, we've literally had thousands of people across the state say, this is what I need, this is what I want, this is my vision, I think this is great, I want to be a part of it. And so this year is really about helping folks see how they can plug in and plugging in to go make that happen, particularly as we're in this environment where we have new elected officials at the state level. And so it's going to be extra important to educate them and help them as they're setting their own plans for the coming years of what they want their terms in office to look like, to be able to center families and young children in that process. Hamilton Simons Jones, Resourceful Consulting, Geaux, Louisiana.